Hey guys, thanks for watching. It's AMA 30 Ask Me Anything About Evernote number 30. Don't forget to subscribe, tamingthetrunk.com, tamingthetrunk.com. Subscribe on YouTube as well. Let's get on with it. Question from somebody on YouTube. 697 Hodasa. Yeah. Cool. Definitely a birth certificate name there. Most definitely. Is searching in the Evernote calendar possible? I tried, but no results appear. Sort of, in a way. Let's go into the calendar. It would be nice to have maybe a search box up here, maybe. I don't know. Maybe use the existing search box, but be able to just search the calendar. So as it stands, when you kind of like view events in a calendar, right, you can't actually search it, but what you can do is search events when they become a note or when they get added to a note. So for example, if I click on this one here, we can link an existing note to that calendar event, or I can create a new note for that calendar event, or I can see the notes which I've already got linked to it. So I'm going to open this one here. And you can see the note. So there's a note with the calendar event kind of embedded into it. You can also do this from the little calendar icon at the top. So you can actually select calendar events to insert into a note. Now, once a calendar event is in a note, then all of this stuff here, everything is, including this lot here, is searchable from the main search box. But the calendar event does have to be in a note. One little inconsistency I have found is that the description is not searchable in Outlook, but it is in Google. So if you've got Google Calendar, the description search works, but Outlook doesn't seem to work. So I've mentioned that to the Evernote folks, and hopefully they can do something. So basically, yeah. So basically, if kind of like you, I don't know, let's search for SWT, like so, and then SWT is kind of like there. This is an Outlook event embedded into this one, into my demo account. Right. So something else you can do, which might be quite useful. Let's go back. Here is you can use an advanced search, which is contains calendar event. So what this does is search for any notes with a calendar event inside it. So if I search for contains calendar event and hit go, then basically every single note in my account which has got a meeting embedded into it will show, which is quite useful. What you can also do, let's go back to the main question, is you can combine contains a calendar event with other advanced searches, so things like in title. So, for example, if I wanted to search for, let's search everywhere, in title Claire, like so, then it will search for the calendar event where a certain particular word is in the title. That could be quite useful. One thing I do try and do with a lot of my meetings and a lot of kind of like calendar events and things is I tend to have some abbreviations, so I know kind of like that refers to the client and the project. So what you could do, I suppose, and that's in kind of like every meeting I have about that project, right, has that initial in it. It just helps me visualize it a little bit easier, right? So what you could do is, I suppose, set up a saved search for calendar event SWT, like so. You could then save the search and call it whatever you want, right? Add it to shortcuts if you want to. And then whenever you run that search, it will pick up basically all the meetings with about that particular project, which could be quite useful and quite interesting, like so. Something else I'll quickly show you is the advanced search page on the Evernote help section. Just do a quick search for the Evernote. It's help.evernote.com. Just search for advanced searches, and you can do all sorts of things. So you can do the contains calendar event and then mix it in with like notebooks. So calendar events in a specific notebook or a specific task stack, or has a particular tag or doesn't have a particular tag, created on certain dates, updated on certain dates. So the dates which have been created since a certain date. So, for example, created day -2 will return notes created last 2 days, things like that. So that might be interesting to go through and have a little wander, because you could mix it up and that. But I don't know, what would you like to see in the calendar? I think a search would be good, so we can search for things. One thing I'm quite conscious of is that I'm not sure if I want Evernote Calendar to become like Google Calendar. The whole idea of Evernote Calendar is to kind of link your notes to events. So you can take notes on a particular event, whatever that event is. It could be a meeting, could be a webinar, could be anything at all, couldn't it? So that's the core idea, is to link notes to it. I'm not sure I would want full Google Calendar functionality in my Evernote calendar. What do you think? But I think a search box would be useful. Just being able to search the calendar for a specific thing. I also think drag and drop would be really useful, to be able to drag an area of a calendar and create an event like so. That would be really useful. What would you find useful in the calendar? Let me know in the comments. If you have a question as well, put it in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. Tamingthetrunk.com. Tamingthetrunk.com. Subscribe on YouTube. And thanks for watching.